right, Aquarius. This is like Chrissy here. Now I know that I said that it's your birthday month, so we definitely want to say happy birthday to you guys, and to also, if you watched the first part of this video, to do a little bit of an extended where I go into a little bit more detail about a few things here. We're going to start off with love, with love for the blah 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 blah, with love. I don't know why I can't get it out with the love portion for February, for your February reading. Okay, so with I'm gonna start off with the singles. We'll do relationships, and then we'll go into money stuff over here. But for you singles out there, I see you. You coming into your power, that whole rebirth that I was talking about, you being more in that place to where you're independent, off doing your own little weird little thing, your own little unique little weirdness, as seen as this little cat right here, okay, your little sunflower, just unique in all your uniqueness and splendor. This should be a month of people coming to offer you, to be able to try to offer you some type of something. Like, this could be people coming to you asking you to be on a date, because you're coming off as sexy, you're coming off as confident this month, you're coming off as very warm, very loving, very fiery. It's because of you being in touch with your own power. So this is you kind of having a I see some of you may be like overbooking, not overbooking, but over kind of like maybe that you're having to like going back and forth. I see some of y'all flipping through text screens, like going back and forth between talking to many people. Have fun, but don't the thing that I would tell you guys is, you don't think that there's an it moment. Remember, I was telling you guys earlier in the other reading, in the first part of this reading, is that the story is not just done. So I'm not going to say you're not going to find somebody, because who knows, but this is saying, don't just date. This is saying to date. This is saying, don't just take the first offer and try to make that the thing. That's the thing. Like, you know, like, okay, you're just getting out here, like this Queen of Wands. You're just starting to get into your own confidence and power. Don't get booed up right away, like the moment, you know, like it's almost like I feel like, you know, like the moment that a woman becomes like a celebrity, or like I thought this about Cardi, not in any kind of bad way, but I was like, dang, the moment she's like at the epitome of the height, then boom, there she goes. She's married, there's a baby, boom. Not to say that ruins anything, or that changes anything, but when you're at the height of your power, you can do a lot in this energy, but don't just accept the first offer to you. I also feel like for even you guys that are in relationships, I'll get to relationships in a minute, but for you guys that are single, there could be someone that comes back and that's apologizing to you about juggling. Like I hear him now, like, oh, well, I kind of was just, I was just in between such and such and such, and I was in a rock and a hard place, or I was having trouble keeping everything together, and I'm sorry about it now. But the thing is, I feel like this person they're only telling you that because of how you're coming off, like your energy. So like this person right here, what it is this. Let me just debunk this for you guys real quick. You're going to want to listen to it because it may be somebody that you were really interested in and that you really like. But here, let me tell you something. If a person is juggling things, if a person was juggling someone and you weren't the priority, then you were the thing that if you weren't upkept in that, then you were obviously not the majority. There was a choice made, and from whatever that choice made, it wasn't you. So now don't come back now after you see, if you like it, then you should have put a ring on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you shouldn't have been playing all those games. And now you see me, because I didn't know my own power. I stayed with that, and I stayed in that kind of game because that's wanting from a place of lack, what I was talking about, needing someone to be around me from a place of lack instead of manifesting. Okay. And then that's one of those cups that was there that you got that you weren't satisfied about. And also too, even just to go back, let me see. Yeah, the Tower card fell down. That's just like a bonus card. So yeah, Yeah, they're gonna come. It's because their little games and fell apart because you're no longer a part of it anymore, and maybe whoever they were kind of dealing with or going back and forth between the two of you, or it could have been a lot of people. For some of you, I feel like it might have been a lot of people. It might not have been that they were like y'all were serious or anything like that, but it could just be that they just were kind of. I feel like with that they're kind of telling you. They're kind of telling you, I don't know. It's like they're telling you one thing and doing another. That's what I mean to say, like switching up or something like that. And this is just like, remember I had this Four of Cups earlier. This is you, because remember this was in the end of the reading towards this way. This is you not accepting that, okay? Because it's the same thing. All you do is bring the same thing. So it's no different this time. It might feel a little bit different because they're gonna come in with the words like, oh my God, I should have saw your beauty. I should have saw what you were from the beginning. I should have known. It could be a girl. Oh, you look so handsome now. Oh, did you cut? Is that a haircut? Did you get a new haircut? I mean, is that a new, because they see you, because they see you in your full power. Okay. But you should have saw that before, because I've always been the same person. You should have saw that before. So if that person was somebody for you, then they would have been there for you. So what it is that I feel like, usually it's so funny because I get this frog card and I know what this frog card is about under normal circumstances, but for this love reading and these purposes, this is someone that hops around a lot, and that's not the person for you, okay? And if this is not a particular person, if that's not resonating with you guys, it's just I want to say that if it's not a particular person, just in general, it is okay for you to play around it's okay for you to date around. We try to be so monogamous. They try to make you feel like you're supposed to go out and the first person you find, that's supposed to be it. It doesn't matter. Even if you have a good time, y'all have a good date, y'all have good dates, it still doesn't. You can have good dates with multiple people and then you can decide. Just be very clear just be very clear about your intentions in your dating life, if that is for you, if this is for you, to those people that you have involved before you become like the person I was saying in this, where you're kind of juggling and playing around with people, and then when you do get ready to settle down, then you've been kind of ruthless in your power, and you've just been very manipulative with those people, and then you end up having to be the one to apologize when you're done juggling, when you've chosen to make that person a priority. So those are the two things that I have for the singles here. And for you guys in relationships, the way that this goes, the way that it is, if some of you may be getting an apology from your partner, or some of you may be having to apologize to your partner. But what it's about is somebody's been working a lot on maybe their goals or their passions, and they haven't. And really, this could be this because you kind of been and thought about this whole kind of thing right here about where you want to go or where you want to take this. So you may have not been, you may kind of have been neglecting your partner, not neglecting like bad, like you just, but you may not have been as attentive or as present because of this space that you're in. The transformation right there, because I think about the fact that you're in a new terrain, like that tadpole swims, and this is you learning how to operate on land. Okay, so while you're healing, while you're going through this process, maybe they may not understand that the way that it is, but communicate in a warm way, communicate what's going on, and apologize if it's necessary to say, hey, I've been kind of struggling, or I've been kind of, trying to bring myself back into balance, into being myself. This is all new to me. This space for myself is personally new to me. And I know sometimes you guys can be a little bit, the words may not come the best. You guys are very airy, air sign. So sometimes it can be very analytical, but I think that with this space that you're coming into is you're being able to vocalize how you feel, and definitely make sure that you are kind of coming from a heart space when you do talk about that thing, or when that person complains about it, that we're not, it's my life and don't go there. It's to say, I'm sorry that I apologize. I'm just on this journey. I'm working on myself, and it's some things that I've just been reflecting on about me that I want to change, or it's spaces that I'm growing, and I'm just recharging my battery right now, and I apologize for that. I'm learning a new territory. Okay, so yeah. Cause like out of balance, it's depleted, it's running on empty. That's you kind of going back and forth between what I was saying earlier, kind of maybe thinking about something. It has nothing to do with the other person. I really think it's more so to do with where you are in your mind and where you are in your spiritual space, that it kind of makes you be a little bit withdrawn, okay? And I think that maybe in the past for some of you in relationships, you may already be a little bit withdrawn naturally as you kind of do your own thing anyway. And it's not that you don't love the person. It's just that you have to do things in your own way. That's also having that conversation. Let the person know that, hey, you don't do good with a lot of obligation. It kind of bogs you down. This is just communicating and expressing why that makes you feel that way, not just doing it and then not caring how it makes the other person feel if you're in a committed partnership. Okay, so those are the things that I have in love for you guys. In terms of money, once again, in terms of like career and money, okay, for those of you who are looking for those of you who are at a job or who are looking for a job to where things are better, this is going to be like an energy of you have to do the work before you can see the reward. That's what it is. You have to do the work before you can see the reward. Okay, before you can get that rest, before you can get that clarity that you want, you have to be willing to do the work. So this is saying that there is more groundwork before you get that. So this could be that for it to be a little bit more direct. If you're waiting on a promotion, you might not hear about that promotion for a while, but this is saying to keep on working hard, even though you might not get it right away. Okay, because there's a lesson in the work that you do for it, or something else better comes along. Or I think that maybe something for some of you, if you are looking for a promotion at a job or something like that, excuse me, that some things are going to come to the light that move it around. And I think some things are going to come to the light that show that kind of show your hard work and effort, even if they're not being noticed. So try not to go to make yourself be seen. I'm not trying to say like to hide yourself, but the work, let your work speak for itself. That's what I'm trying to say. Let your work speak for itself. Like this rest thing, I'm resting on it. Like just rest on the fact that you work hard, and then you kind of get the clarity. Something's going to happen this month that kind of brings things to the light where you're shining. So it may be that promotion. It may be like, for some of you, it may be an award at work or something like that. And for some of you, the people who are looking for jobs, this is to say to keep on working on yourself. And the reward comes out of you working on yourself. This is a chapter for that. This is not to say like quit looking or anything like that. Of course, I know everybody has to work. You can't just stop looking for a job. But this is saying don't lose yourself in the process of don't lose yourself in the process of looking for a job, that you snap back into that lack mentality. Keep on working on yourself and your value. And it's almost like the more work you put into yourself, you don't even realize it right now. It's the bigger you're kind of making the reward on the other side. The more work you put into you it's like you're enlarging your territory on the other side, but you don't see it because it's not time. The wheel card is in reverse. So this is going to be doing the work without it. And with this wheel card in reverse, this and that right there, sometimes you're not going to see the big picture. That's what this is saying. Like there are going to be times this month where you can't see the big picture, especially with the moon right there. It's saying that when you get to those places, you need to find some type of meditation, some type of thing that can bring you back center, so you don't start obsessing about, man, I shouldn't do this, I should just give up on this. So you don't get into the space when you do that, because the Nine of Pentacles is is an abundant card. And especially for some of you guys who have been working on a business for yourself, or like you've been working to be independent, this is definitely you're on the way to be able to do it. But at this time, it may not be the time where everybody sees you doing it. Okay, this is just like me right now. Like I'm doing this, can't nobody see me do this. I want it to be bigger, but I can't just quit doing it because I don't get a million views, or I don't get this, or I don't get that, or I'm not getting the money to do it. I know that my work because of the work that I'm putting in, I know that there's going to be a reward on the other side, so I can rest on it. Even when the night gets dark and I can't see it, I can rest on that because I know what I'm putting in. And I know if I'm doing my part, being a healer, you know, because in healer is not just, this is not just reading tarot cards. Healer is not like a massage therapist or somebody who's doing like spells or something like that. It could be. But for you guys, healing could be a teacher. Healing could be making music, writing, being creative, and using that to, and with this, I have this water right here, this card in this water. So I think that it could be something that's creative. And it's saying, it's, wait, let me see. I think this says something about, this card says something about writing. Okay. No, it doesn't. But anyway, with this water, with it being a water card and with it being a water animal, I think that it's something creative that you guys have to present, that you guys have a need to present to the world. And it could be big or small, you know, but it's some kind of way what you do, it brings healing to other people, okay? And then it says, like, with this, it's like a desire to delve deeper. So with that being right there like that, yes, we need to make sure that we work harder and go harder. Keep on going, because there's something. It's like you're digging a hole with a shovel, and at the bottom of that hole is something very, very good and unique, but you can't see the end of it. So it may feel like you want to quit sometime, but know that God sees all, the universe sees all, and whenever you do whatever this is that you're going through, it's you're healing right now. So just keep on. You need a fixation. If you need a fixation, make it yourself. Make it your healing, because this is where we're recovering from heartache, lies, deceit, and leaving all of that stuff behind. And then when we get up, there's the Ace of Swords right there. There's one sword. We get up with the clarity to be able to cut through all of that. We have an understanding of everything, but you're going to have to do the work before you see the reward. Okay. And sometimes that can be a little bit tough, but in the process of that, don't give up on yourself, because this out of whack, it says you slip back, it slips back into its old pattern. So that's what I kept talking about when I kept saying that I get the feeling, don't go back. When that card was saying no, don't go back. All right. Don't go back to, like, if you know that you don't want to work this type of job and you're looking for new jobs, do not accept the type of job that you don't want to work just because you feel like you're not going to get another opportunity, because there's something that comes when you work on yourself and you have boundaries and you're doing the work. And something comes to you in meditation about that whenever you give yourself that time. So whenever you feel like you want to give up, it's time to take a break. Take a break, do something relaxing, and then come back, and then you'll have the energy that you need to be able to move through this. Also, too, intuition is really strong here. Listen to your body. I know. I really wanted to pull a few cards to tell you, to even talk about health as well. Now, let me just say, this is my first time kind of delving into health because I'm not a I'm not a doctor, so I cannot give any type of medical advice, but we can definitely ask the cards about the health for the month of February. Aquarius health for the month of February. Show me, Holy Spirit. Yes. Okay, look, for one, you got the Queen of Swords, you got the Queen of Wands again, you got the King of Wands here, and you got the World card. So I see this being a good month for you for health. This will be with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands here. I'm sorry, it's just that I keep seeing this number 110. Like, it's funny because it looks like numbers 110. But I don't know what that might mean for anybody, but I just have to say it as I see it. But with the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands here, this is definitely somebody delving into why would I say that? Why would I say that? I'm not talking about career anymore. But I was gonna say bonus thing. This is like somebody who's like an actor or something like that, or a creator. But I think that this month is going to be very high energy with those two people. And I think that this is gonna be kind of new to you. It's going to be kind of new to you. So with that being said, I think that there could be you could, I'm trying to say it. How am I trying to say it? You're going to have to use exercise and healthy eating for your anxiety this month. Because what I was saying earlier, where's that card? Oh, I put it up, but the card with the rabbit on there, that rabbit is definitely that anxiousness, that anxiety, because it's going to be like, what's next? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? What's going to happen? This is saying to that you need to burn off that energy. So if you guys, I'm like, go running. Go running, go dancing, do something that's very, very active. Do something do something that's very active, that's very outdoorsy, that's very fun for you. And also make sure that we're taking in yellow and red foods that help the root chakra and also the solar plexus chakra this month, so that we can build our confidence in knowing that we're secure and we can keep on moving forward. But those are the two things that I see with these two right here. I think that that maybe for some of you, I know this sounds crazy, but maybe something like acting helps you to be able to helps you to be able to ease anxiety. But I do see this as a very high energy month and a very active month for you. It's a month that you're going to be restless. That's the word that I'm trying to say, which, like, even right here you have this card right here, but it's just you're getting this extra energy to go ahead and tie all the loose ends up of the previous cycle. So definitely just find a healthy way to be able to channel that energy, and you can control it or maintain it through eating healthy. Okay, so you're gonna need it. I feel like for some of y'all with diet, you may have to okay, this is what I want to say. For some of you guys, you doing more requires more food. So I feel like for some of you, you're gonna want to be hungry. But this is like, I feel like that's like eating a bunch of junk that you don't need to try to feel that. I said that earlier, didn't I? I think I said that earlier. It's like if you're really hungry, or did I say it in this reading, or did I say it in another one? It's like if you're really hungry and you just take the first meal like junk food. I think I said that in an earlier video. If I did, that's what I was talking about, because it came up again to me. So yeah, so this is making sure that we're not, as we need extra energy to fuel our body, that we're not just putting trash in ourselves, because you should be a little bit more hungry this month, because you're being more active. Okay, so yeah, even like even like I see, okay, I was thinking about with the 110, how like 100 is like the highest score you can get, but it's almost like you added a little bit of speed to it, like 10, it's moving up. Okay, so yeah, so those are the things that I have for you women out here, and you men out here. Don't be out here feeling like you found your match, knocking people up. Okay, world card. So that's that thing that I was talking about with getting with the first person. Don't get with the first thing you see. Okay, or don't make any decisions like that in this month. This time is about you picturing how you want it, and don't let anything interrupt that, because it's not going to come just fast like that. It's still more work, and if it comes too fast, then it's too good to be true. So that is what I have for you guys in terms of that. And you know what? I was going to actually, I'm sorry, one thing I did forget to do in terms of job and finance is to pull a, all right. So yeah, so this is in terms of in terms of your money, your finances for February. Positivity, faith, and optimism. You open the doorway to positive experiences and opportunities with your positive expectations and energy. Do not allow negative energy or temporary setbacks to interfere with this path you're on. Keep the faith and keep going. So remember what I was saying with this: whenever we get to a place where it's not happening instantly, don't give up. Okay, you got to keep the faith in those times, in those situations. And then as far as love, let's see what's going on over there. Spirit, what is the message that we have for good old uniquely made good old uniquely made Aquarius? Give me love advice for Aquarius. Love advice for Aquarius. Oh yeah, it's all coming together. Okay, so yeah, things are being Hold on, just give me a moment, guys. Yeah, okay. I know what I want to say. I think that for some of you, this person or the person that enters in for you singles here, that may be a good person for you. You may have a relationship, or you may try to build something off of that. And I know earlier I told you don't rush into anything. I'm still saying the same thing, so don't think I changed my mind, okay? Or I changed what I see. Do not rush into any relationship. But you could meet somebody this month that is somebody that you're thinking about actually making a relationship work with, or something like that. It's just saying, don't stop working on yourself for anyone else. If you think you can manage being able to deal with someone and being able to work on yourself, fine, do it. But if you feel at any point that you're going to have to sacrifice any of this for yourself, then then we don't need to do it right now. We can postpone. And anybody that really cares about you, they can understand that. This says, prepare for your life partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. For those of you who are in a relationship, I feel like this is about, is exactly what I was saying about coming together with that person, to be able to tell them how you feel, and to be able to communicate a little bit better about what you're going through. And I think that things are kind of work out in your favor a little bit better if you're able to do that. Okay, this is coming with your partner. It's not just your world, even if you are that independent Aquarius, it's not just your world. You have to share with that person. Okay. All right, because I see them as like maybe they have too much on their plate, because they're taking on the bulk of the emotions, and it's time for you to put yours in. It's time for you to come in and offer a hand for some of the stuff for the relationship as well. So those are the messages that I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the extended. Please like, share, subscribe, leave your comments down below if you listened through all of this. If you like this reading, this was very fun. I hope you guys have a great and prosperous month. And also please check me out. The email, everything will be down below the video if you guys want to book a private reading for the month of February. I know that I gave this as general. We can go in. Okay. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. Have a good one.